Currently leaving Ulm at the moment. Yesterday felt a lot like an old school Top Gear episode with Clarkson, Hammond and May trying to make it across Africa with the sun setting behind them in their modified vehicles, and it's like, will they make it, won't they make it? It's like that all the way into Ulm. But I pushed on from the little villages and I made it in about 7:30, so that was fine. And when I'd stopped earlier and had the first Wi-Fi in Germany, I found that there was a camping site in the city centre in Ulm which wasn't on my map, which was just like Stuttgart when I found that camping spot that Venza had taken me to, and that wasn't on my map either. So I assumed that obviously same thing. Nice little spot that wasn't very well known. So I got into Ulm, across Ulm, found the spot, and it was basically a car park where you could park your caravans for the night. So I couldn't camp there, so I'm cycling around Ulm at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, trying to find somewhere to stay. There's nowhere. It's getting dark now, time goes on. I stopped some people and asked them if they know anywhere to camp, and they say no, they haven't got a clue. It really frustrating, because I wouldn't have pushed so hard for Ulm, as the little cities and towns outside Ulm that I was going through as fast as I could to get here had camping spots on my map. So I could have stopped early, which would have been disappointing as well, because Ulm was, I think, is kind of like halfway between Stuttgart and Munich. So that would have been frustrating, but I would have had somewhere for the night. Sorry, today's vlog got a little bit messed up. I was basically trying to say that today was filled with lots of following train tracks and lots and lots of eating try bars. So I'm in Ulm, looking for somewhere to camp for the night on the saved regions of Google Maps, trying to find some green areas I can camp on. When I stop next to a restaurant to check my maps, and the owner of the restaurant happens to be sitting outside. Her name's Petra, and she tells me she's got a room inside. We barter over the price, and I get her down slightly. It's still more than I wanted to be paying at the time, but yep, she gives me a room. I have to lug my bags up about 4 flights of stairs, and I come downstairs to get the key and get let in, and she asks me if I'm hungry, and I've got a baguette under my arm. And she jokes that the baguette's for breakfast, and I said no, actually it's for dinner because I've spent far too much money today. And she insists that I eat something in the restaurant, and I explained to her that I can't afford any of the food there tonight. Anyway, despite me trying to politely decline, she insisted, and I'm very grateful that she did. She insisted that I eat in the restaurant and that the food was on her. So I sat down to 3 huge pieces of chicken, homemade noodles and some salt, and then the chef came out, who turned out to be her husband, and asked me how the food was. And I got the feeling that everyone in the restaurant knew her and her husband. They were all very friendly, and everyone was watching the strange English boy dressed in bike gear, who smelt rather bad, eat his dinner. They were all squashed up on tables in the restaurant. It was a really small, cosy restaurant. It was tiny, and I was on this long table in the middle of the restaurant on my own, with everyone staring at me, watching me eat as if they'd never seen an Englishman eat before. So yeah, just thought I'd let you in on that bit of the story. I just want to say a big thank you to Petra and her husband Fritz. The food was absolutely amazing. I'm really grateful that they made it for me, because I didn't have anything other than that baguette to eat that night, and I didn't have any money to buy anything else. The hospitality and the generosity of people since I've been in Germany has been amazing. I hope it continues on the rest of the trip, but I'm just really grateful that people make these gestures. And I've been thinking today of ways that I can try and pay that generosity forward, and I'm going to try and do that as I go on with the trip, because I am extremely grateful that people are helping me out in this way. So yeah, back to the rest of the vlog, I guess. Yeah, check out this. Look at this guy, he's so high up you can barely see him. But he's not on a motored engine, and he's not jumped out of a plane. He's on one of those parasols that you get when you go on holiday and they do it off the back of a boat. There's a wire fixed down to a load of people in a field over there. They've literally just pulled him up. I do not understand that at all. Look how high he is. And there's all that cable running. Oh, what's that? I think that's the cable that they've just dropped. Yeah, they just detached the cable, that's what's falling. And I guess now he's gonna slowly come down. That is mad. There's the rest of the cable coming down. Where's he gone? That is insane. Wow. He's so high up. It's incredible. 15 kilometres away from Wolfsburg, my end point today. And I'm riding again into the edge of a forest. It just seems a little bit unnatural that there's a road snaking through it. It's so tall. But it's pretty cool though. Nowhere's open today for me to get lunch apart from that little pub. They gave me a load of pretzels. It dawned on me, or I just realised that it's Easter Friday today, so that's probably why everyone's closed. But it's okay because I've got dinner, I just didn't have anything for lunch. I'm hoping tomorrow there'll be a few more places open so I can buy lunch, because I'll have dinner covered again. And then tomorrow's Saturday, hopefully I'll be in Munich by tomorrow evening, fingers crossed. And then I can have a rest day on Sunday and start the journey to Passau on Monday. Passau's going to be like 3-4 days away maybe. It looks really, really far, but yeah, we'll see from there. So I've got sausage and mash tonight, and the instant mash works by boiling water and then adding powder to the water to make mash, and it sounds horrible but it's actually amazing. So here's my theory. I've started cooking the sausages already, and I need to use the frying pan to cover the pot to boil the water. So my theory is I started cooking the sausages first, put the water on, put the frying pan on top of the water to help it boil, and the heat may keep the sausages cooking anyway, so we'll see how it goes. But I for one cannot wait for sausage and mash. It's going to be epic. I'm sorry, but that looks pretty banging. Mash and 2 massive frankfurters I've split in half. How is that not amazing? That is absolute quality. Cannot wait for this. Well, hope you're having a happy Easter, because I certainly am.